Hi everyone, Jon Mitchell here, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update, Christmas edition. So a couple of really important updates this week that have nothing to do with Christmas. The first is that the request for proposals from the state for the development of the State Pier was reissued this week. So what does this mean? Well, if you remember, we've talked about the State Pier a lot over the years. To my mind, it is the single most underutilized parcel of property anywhere in Greater New Bedford. And the state's held on to it and hasn't done anything with it. We have pushed the state for a long time to activate the place, right? It should be more than just a parking lot and some barely used warehouses. And so the good news is we worked first with the Baker administration, Governor Baker's team, and now with Governor Healy's team to facilitate development. And so we've reached an inflection point of sorts. The state has put out, reissued an RFP to invite developers to come in and propose to do something consistent with what various stakeholders who did a major planning exercise a few years ago want, which is on the water side to do maritime industrial, ships and the support of shipping, ferry service, fishing related activity, and then on the front side, the side that faces back toward the downtown, to create development that is consistent with the downtown, shops, restaurants, and all that, so that it all becomes more walkable. We want to knit the central waterfront into the downtown, and that's what we hope to get out of this exercise. It'll take some time, but we're looking forward to that happening, and this was a big development this week. So the second thing I just wanted to talk about today is just to echo something you may have seen something about already, and that is the opening of the Steeple Playhouse right across the street from City Hall, right on William Street. This is the former First Baptist Church, the place that was back in the 1800s an abolitionist church, and then more famously became the site where Robert's Rules of Order originated, which is a parliamentary set of rules that governs democratic processes the world over, and it started right here in New Bedford. If you want to read about that story, you can find it on the city's website somewhere, but it's a fascinating story. But that church was, when I got into office, the single most important historic preservation project, and it's taken a while to get to this point, but now it's active. It is still a church, there's still a congregation in there, but it's so much more. Your Theater, which is the city's oldest community theater group, is making it its new home. They've already done a couple of productions in there and it's gone really well. It holds over 200 people, so the audiences are decent size. And it's going to be used for other types of entertainment and production. So it's really exciting. The place has been preserved and it really underscores the efforts of lots of folks. Your Theater, Whale, the city, of course. We got state and federal funding that helped out a little bit as well, but it all together was a group effort, and we've got something great out of it. That's what these things take. They take team efforts, and they take a whole lot of persistence. And when you do something big like this, it just requires sticking with it. It requires persistence, and that's a great example. And that's going to contribute to the downtown and the cultural life of the city for a long time to come. We've got a big week coming up, of course. The city celebrations on New Year's Eve are coming up. Lots of stuff going on in the downtown. Really good event for families. So December 31st, of course. We're going to have this year not a fireworks show, but a drone show. It entails drones with lights, and if you've ever seen one of these things, it's hard for me to describe, but it's pretty cool. They are arrayed in different kinds of shapes. And it's different from fireworks, but let's give it a shot. And I would love to hear what people think about it when it's done, whether people like it or not. Let me know. So we're doing that this year. And then, there's just a lot of other stuff going on. So it's a good time to bring your family out downtown. The next day, January 1st, New Year's Day, happens also to be the day that the city charter requires the city to have its inauguration. So we'll have the inauguration for the offices of the mayor and city council, school committee members and one of the assessor's offices. And so we hope that people come out this year. To that, I know it's January 1st, but it's obviously an important event in the civic life of the city. This year, we will not be doing it at the Zeiterion because the Zeiterion's closed. We'll be doing it over at Keith Middle School, which, as many of you know, has a fantastic auditorium. And so we look forward to seeing you there. And I will give my remarks about the years ahead, the time ahead, all the stuff that's going on that's great in the city and the opportunities that lie ahead, and we'll be talking all about that. The last thing is I just hope you and your family have a wonderful holiday season. It's been a really strong year in the city, even though it's been somewhat chaotic elsewhere, even including in our country. We here in New Bedford have been really focused on moving the city ahead, and we've got lots of opportunities in 2024. And so, but more than anything else, I just hope that you and your family have an opportunity to reconnect, to assess, to take stock, and to recharge. That's my wish for all of you. I hope you enjoy your holiday season, everybody.